I completely despise the mainstream media because they lie and they don't report on some news. You know, all those Twitter files that came out, they're not reporting on them. They're not investigating them. Any real journalist would be like, wow, this is spicy. And it just shows that these are controlled entities that aren't about exposing the truth. They're about either making money or working for somebody else. They have no integrity. I guess the Bidens are being investigated, and they've been investigated since November. But they don't report on this. You know, either side, it's like all division. Let's pick a team, and you know, I'm like this too. Like I'm on Freedom Team. I'm the one for like the party that represents the most freedom right now, or movement, is MAGA, and that's the one most demonized. And honestly, like I don't know, man. It doesn't seem. They don't seem too strong right now. Like Trump, I'm not excited. Like in 2015, man, I was excited. Watching his speeches and him, like, his rallies, the anticipation of him running for president, and then he did, and then he won. I was excited. Now, I used to listen to a lot of his rallies, even like a few years ago. Now I just don't care. It's like, it's just like telling me the same shit over and over. Shit I already know, because I pay attention to what's going on. But at some point, this is why I'm taking a step back from listening to politics as much as I used to. It's just like, number one, I've already done my job. I've already voted. So what else can I do as a regular person? I don't have much of a reach on my social media platforms. So, it's just like, and I'm not growing at all. I'm completely stuck. There's no growth at all on anything. That's a contributing factor of why I'm like, I'll take a step back. But another thing is, like, I'm tired of, like, hearing people just talk about it. Like, yeah, these people are leading us to the slaughter, but nobody's doing anything. Like, I'm just tired of hearing people talk. And I think, what I think is, I'm not perfect on my predictions at all. In fact, it seems like when I do predict something, and it seems like it should go that way, the opposite happens. I don't know, man. It's just weird. Maybe it's the Matrix trying to mess with my confidence. If we're in a simulation and just throw curveballs. I don't know. But I feel like in life, I'm usually ahead of the game. Because I constantly analyze. I'm constantly thinking. I'm constantly analyzing people and situations and things and stuff like that. And that's why, when I'm talking to the average person, and I start talking about something that's a problem, in a way to remedy it. And my remedy is not always the best way. There's always one way to go or another way to go. But I see a problem and it needs to be corrected. And other people just don't see it, or they kind of shake it off like it don't matter, and then a few days, couple weeks, couple months later, that problem I pointed out, here it comes. Like I'm like ahead of the game, man. When I say this is because, like, man, I was like one of the first groups of people that internet date. That's when it was taboo, back in like 2000, 1999. I was in chat rooms, and that was like looked at like taboo. Now, well, I'm not sure about online dating now, but just a couple years ago, it was like that was a thing to do. That's how you meet people. You don't meet people by going up and talking to them anymore. It's like sometimes I'm like ahead of the game. I just feel like people are gonna come to this realization after 2024. They're just gonna be like, dude, what am I supposed to do, man? I'm just trying to enjoy my life at this point. Like, nobody's gonna do nothing. Nothing's happening. You know, high up people aren't being held responsible to the same standards as somebody like a peon like us. And they're leading us to Armageddon. They lead us to war, constant war. And when you see things like these past 2 elections, and you see like some things going on that just seem suspicious, man. You see like a lot of young people passing out, dying for heart problems when they're young. And yeah, that happened in the past, but not in this rate. I'm not gonna say it's all because of 2021. You know, people died because they had like they had drugs in their system or whatever, or they had enlarged hearts. They died on the court, but like it's happening more and more now. And if you connect dots, you wonder. I'm not saying this direct result, you know, but I'm just saying, like, it's just kind of weird, kind of suspicious. You know, like, you can't be suspicious of anything. You can't challenge things. You can't push things. You can't push back on these platforms. They don't want you because they want to control the narrative. And it's sad to see Twitter die, man. Like, Twitter, it just seems like I don't even really use it. Like, I was excited, but I didn't get any engagement, so I stopped tweeting. It seemed like I got more engagement when I comment on people's stuff. And I wanted to try to gain followers, which if you follow the people, like MAGA people, they usually follow you back, but then there's like a limit. So, like, I don't know if they thought I was a bot or whatever, but you can only do like 400 a day, and then I would get like some things like kind of like suspended for 12 hours or something like that. I was like, screw this, man. I'm just trying to build a following, and it's just every single avenue I try to do to try to get out of this fucking rat race, try to get out of this matrix, whether it's making music, working hard, but I don't conform. I'm making videos, writing books, but working hard to move up in companies, but they don't recognize and they don't respect me. And I don't conform. I don't kiss their ass, so they won't promote me to anything higher than a grunt worker when it's quite obvious to myself that I should be higher up, a supervisor. But it's just like I'm continuously stuck in this cycle. And like I'm not, like yesterday, you know, the stuff I was saying in my video at the end, and I got to work. Like I'm not trying to complain. I'm just speaking truths, man. That's all I'm doing, just speaking truths. Like it is what it is. Like I accept things for the way that they are. You know, I don't want to accept it, but I accept that I'm probably just going to be alone for the rest of my life. I'm going to be a slave for the rest of my life. And it's my decisions. I did this to myself. But when you try to better yourself, you would think like the universe or God or karma would be like, damn, dude, you've been through enough, man. Here you go. Considering the piece of shit I was when I was younger, because I had no father figure. I had no direction in life. I didn't fucking care. Dabbling in different types of drugs. I wasn't addicted to nothing, but I was just, you know, curious, testing things out. Wanted to be a rock star. And then having kids, and then not picking the best partner for myself and for her. She didn't pick the best partner either. and trying to make the best out of a bad. You know, I'm not gonna say like my kids are a mistake. I'm just saying like, I tell my kids, make sure that you get your ducks in line before you have a family, before you have kids. Make sure you got enough money. You got, you know, because like you're not gonna have much of a support system, you know. So, it's kind of hard when you have to do everything on your own, you know. Like I'm raising like one of my kids is gone, but he's living with his mom now. He's over 18, and I got one that's about to get his diploma. He's about to be 18, and perhaps, you know, the tide will turn for me, and things will get better in the future. But I'm just at the point where it's like, dude, I'm just over like being depressed. I'm over being like pissed off, and that's kind of affected my creativity, honestly. Like I don't have the inspiration to write music anymore, or even make videos, even like funny shorts. It's just like it just doesn't matter. Like when you've overcome like all the things that I've overcome and become pretty much a really productive member of society, you know, I stay out of trouble. I don't do drugs. I don't drink. I don't smoke. And then now I'm putting myself as like an outcast, because most people do that type of stuff. And it's like my last hurdle, which I'm really doing well on, is getting the sugar out of my life. So I'm not addicted to anything. And then now I'm a completely outcast in this society. When you're not addicted to anything, and you work a grueling tough job, which I made a video, which I will be uploading, of me working. I'm going to make commentary on it. But for 10 hours of the day, I battle through plantar fasciitis, and I go to the gym. I hit the gym for like 2 hours yesterday after work. You know, most people just go home and have some beers. And I'm trying to actively better myself, and it's just like the universe is like, fuck you. you get nothing cool. That's what it feels like. It's just, it's almost like I'm living like a rich person, right? Like, not, somebody that's not on alcohol, but somebody like that's got their shit together, and they should be financially have their shit together. Which I mean, it's okay. I'm surviving, but it's like, I don't mean to sound like it probably makes me sound bad when I say this. It's like, I'm still a common person, but the common person, the average person, like, they indulge in shit. They let themselves get fat. They drink. They enjoy their life. And if I'm gonna live their life, then why am I continuing to try to better myself when I'm not going to one? I'm not getting out of this hole. I'm not going anywhere. It just seems pointless. You listen to like these inspirational people like Joe Rogan or David Goggins or anybody else, man. Like, do better yourself, better. It's just like that. Yeah, I better myself. But, financially I'm not. And I'm stuck in the same space. I don't get opportunities. And that's what really aggravates me, is the lack of opportunities in anything in life. I'm at the gym, and I notice that most people do the same thing, man. Like, you see these big brick dudes, they lift weights all the time. That's all they do. Me, I play basketball, I do yoga. I can lift weights, I like lifting weights. But right now I'm trying to lose weight. So I'm not really worried about lifting weights right now. I'm in there, I'm like the only person that boxes in there. There's a heavy bag in there. I'm the only person that does it. And I'm different from everybody. Everybody has like the same haircut, same clothes, same type of wear. I go there fully like a sweatsuit, hoodie and sweatpants. And it's like, I'm just tired of going against the grain, which I should attract somebody that's I would think that if it was anybody else doing what I'm doing, they would be moving up in their company faster. They would be attracting a lot of different females. They would be selling books. They would be getting more views on videos. They would be getting more listens on their music. If it was anybody else doing what I'm doing, like, they'd be blowing up. But it just seems like there's some kind of stigma that's attached to me, man. That's what it feels like. It's just like this cloud of bad luck, and it's just like, okay, man. That's cool. I mean, I can accept being alone, but I like to have some extra cash. Like, I'm into collecting sports cars now, and I see a lot of cars I want that I can't get, which is fine. I'm happy with what I have. There's a lot on my shoulders, man. There's a lot on my shoulders. And there's a lot on everybody's shoulders. But it just becomes tiresome. It's just like, keep working hard, but why? So I understand the concept of people being like, why work hard, man? It doesn't get you that much. All these people are just say, work hard, do this, do that. Here's this program, do this, whatever. Like Andrew Tate, like, oh, making money's easy. Yeah, when you use people. When you got all these Andrew Tate simps buying your program and sharing all your videos, and then you use women for OnlyFans and doing their OnlyFans. Yeah, it's easy to make money doing that. You're using people. So, a lot of these people are just trying to sell something, trying to get views and trying to get clicks. If you're a regular person and you try to better yourself, you're just going to ostracize yourself with other people. That's all you're going to do. You make yourself an outcast. You make yourself unrelatable to everybody else. I'm not gonna work. I'm not gonna hustle and work most of my time I'm awake. I'm just not gonna do that. There is creativity still in me.